Yeah, we're going to have a party because 75 years ago today, Mr. Stevie Wonder was born in Saginaw, Michigan. And aren't we lucky? Because we live in a world that is a better place thanks to him. And because of that, by the power vested in me, because this is my damn YouTube channel, I hereby proclaim Mr. Stevie Wonder to be the GOAT of recording artists, the greatest of all time. Let me say that again, the greatest of all time. And I'm going to prove it. First, you got to hit that subscribe button down there. It's just right down there. Take a look. There it is. All right, let's go. I'm gonna prove that by just taking three facets of his extraordinary talent, and be aware that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. These are just three facets of his talent that we're going to examine separately, and imagine if that's all there was to him. And those three things are the songwriting, the singing, and the musicianship. Okay? So number one, songwriting. Imagine what if Stevie wasn't a performing songwriter? What if he didn't perform all the songs he's written? And he's written hundreds of them. We're all familiar with the hits he's had, and I'm sure most of you are probably familiar with the ones that he's done for other artists. But he's done so many songs that have not been released. I saw the vault back in the day. I can only imagine what it's like now. The guy is a songwriting machine. He's just super prolific. And you saw he could just pull an amazing song out of thin air when it came to that birthday party. Back in the day, it was really common for songwriters to just be songwriters. The music biz was more compartmented, and the songwriters were kept chained to their pianos in a mysterious building called the Brill Building in a mythical place called Tin Pan Alley. And these guys cranked out songs, they wrote songs, and singers sang them, and the twain really didn't meet. So the bulk of the people who wrote what's become known as the Great American Songbook didn't perform their own songs. Now, I'm talking about Irving Berlin, Cole Porter. George Gershwin certainly performed his orchestral piano music, but he and his brother Ira didn't perform all the many standards that they wrote. And it was really the norm for, like I just said, songwriters write the songs, singers sing them, and that was that. So let's consider just a few of the songs. I'm going to just play you some snippets of some songs Stevie gave away to other artists. Let's take a listen. Won't you let me tell me something good? Can you come back to me? That's what I'm gonna do. Why did you have to decide? You had to say, I can't help it. If I wanted to, I wouldn't help it. Even if I could, I can't help it. If I wanted to, I wouldn't help it. No, I can't help it. If I wanted to. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Let's get serious for love. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. All right. Second thing I want to look at is the singing. His vocals, it's, you know, I don't have to sell this very much because everybody in the world knows that he's an extraordinary vocalist, just sublime. Everybody tries to sing like him, and it's sad because they can't. He's just ridiculous, and he's still in great voice at the age of 75. I saw him twice. I saw him in October and then again in December, and he gets better. But he's still in great voice. But he's a tremendous interpreter of songs. And even if he never wrote one, if all he did was sing other people's songs, he would still be a huge star. And I will present the following exhibits to support that. Take a listen to this stuff.
Passing things my way. Only time will tell if I am right, I am wrong. There's a chance that we might promise wrong before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Like the bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. West Angeles say, I love this song. How fragile we are. On and on, the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on, the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are.
He's insane. It's ridiculous. The third aspect that I want to look at is the musicianship. And I'm just going to narrow that down to one aspect of his musicianship, because forget about the fact that he can play any instrument you hand him. The guy plays drums, he plays keyboards. Let's just talk about the harmonica. He has been identified with that chromatic harmonica ever since his first #1 hit, Fingertips. And everybody saw him playing that thing and lost their mind to see this 13-year-old kid wailing on this harmonica. And it's become a signature part of his sound and his style. But his playing of it is just so, he's a master of the thing. And this is where his musicianship really shines, because that's his horn. You know, he makes that thing as expressive as Miles Davis's trumpet or Lester Young's saxophone or anything. It's just expressive as can be. And he had one peer on that instrument. And that was a Belgian jazz musician named Toots Thielemans, who was wonderful. He's not with us anymore, sadly, but he lived a good long life, and he and Stevie were mutual admirers. And here's a clip of Stevie joining Toots when Toots was awarded the Polar Music Prize in Stockholm, Sweden. Stevie was there and came and sat in with the group when they were playing Bluesette, and which is a song that Toots Thielemans wrote, by the way, a great tune. When they were playing it, they had finished playing it, and were just vamping on a 1 and a 4 chord. Stevie comes and plays, and it's like a jam. But Stevie wants to play over the changes, because he's really at heart is a jazz musician. And so he launches into the melody, and the Toots' group, being good musicians, they're listening, and so they go into the chord changes. And then Stevie just, well, I'll shut up. Just listen to him play over those changes. One more thing about the harmonica is not the whole thing. I'm going to put links to all this. In fact, I'm going to make a playlist of all these clips and put that at the end of the video. But listen to him play this solo on Burt Bacharach's Alfie. It's sublime. And this is not the whole thing, but it's extraordinary. So, just those three things. That's just like three small parts of who this extraordinary man is. That doesn't even count the, we're just talking music. We're not talking about the humanity, the generosity, the activism, all the untiring work he does for his people and to make the world a more equitable place. He's an extraordinarily beautiful human being. If you meet him, he will tell you that he loves you, and he means it. I'm so lucky to be his friend, and we're all lucky to have him in the world. Happy birthday, Stevie Morris. I love you so much. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this.